Hello ladies, it's Sue here, your Look Fabulous Forever ambassador. And in case you didn't know, that's a hair care, skin care and makeup range for ladies with older skins like myself. And I am 71, I'm proud of it. So it's just horrible outside today. And in fact, our local river's burst its banks. So I don't think I'll be going anywhere. So what I thought, I'd have a play date with myself and the Look Fabulous Forever makeup range. I like experimenting from time to time. I don't know whether you do, but well, what do they say? The only difference between a rut and a grave is the depth. So not going in that rut or that grave quite yet. So what I've decided to do is have a little play with green eyeshadow, and I've always stayed away from colour on my eyes and tend to stick to neutrals. But recently, and part of my New Year's resolutions this year, is to embrace colour more in my makeup. So what I've done so far is I've done my foundation, well, primers, moisturisers, primers, foundation, and I've used the Beauty Balm today. This is lovely for a lighter coverage. And I've used the number 2 concealer to go over places where I do think I need a little bit more help, definitely under my eyes, round here. I've got a nasty wrinkle there. I'd like to massage it into there, the sides of my eyes as well. So the scene's set and I can start now applying my makeup. The first thing I want to do is to do my eyebrows, and I use the taupe pencil to do that. It just works for me. I'm going to use my palette as a mirror today because I just find the mirror in here ever so useful. It's good quality, and I don't know, I don't think it's magnifying, but I seem to be able to see all right when I do my makeup in it. So here we go, a little bit of help for my eyebrows. In the warm taupe pencil, just light feathery strokes. Where they've gone a bit sparse. And then I actually blend that in with one of these clever brushes. Like so. That's my eyebrows on. And then around my lips, I like to line them with the strawberry lip liner. I've already put the lip prime round here. That's the Never Feather lip primer, which stops your makeup, stops your lipstick creeping up if you have got any of those fine lines. So lip liner, eyeliner done. And because today I'm going to be experimenting with the green eyeshadows, I'm going to use the green pencil to line the inside of my eyes, which I hope will give it a little bit of a pop. I just carefully line that inner rim of my eye, sort of push the crayon into my lashes just to give it a nice definition. Right, well, the palette I'm going to be using is the green one, and I'm going to start with the paler shade, which is called Soft Olive, and I use Soft Olive a lot. I like to use it with my taupe. I like to just use it as a base colour. It's sort of a very neutral, soft green, and I love it. Oh, here we go. I've loaded my brush, and I'm just going to give my eye a gentle wash. Can you see? With that Soft Olive. A day like today is perfect for experimenting with your makeup. If I make an oops or I don't think it looks good, nobody has to see it but myself, my partner. And so far so good, I think. I quite like that effect already. And then I like to highlight this bone here with the cream, which isn't in the green palette. It's in the soft neutrals. So I've used all the taupe in there, but I've still got the other shade, so it's not going anywhere. And I just brush that on my brow bone. Underneath my eyebrow, just to accentuate that bone and give my eyes a little bit of depth. I'm going to use a big brush to put it on because I've got quite a big area when you think from there to there, and we're all different, but that's just me. There we go. So far so good. Back to the green palette, and I'm going to now shade from the center of my eye to outside in a deeper shade of green. I'll use the middle one, this one. The Look Fabulous Forever No Shimmer eyeshadows are lovely because they're exactly that. They've got no shimmer in. And they look very dark in the palettes when you get them, or bright. But it's just because of the pigment in there. They're loaded with pigment, so you don't need a lot. And they just glide on beautifully. So I'm taking it from there and I'm just going to pat it on. And then again blend around the edges. I'm going to use a little bit, take it, just sweep it under my eyes slightly. There we go. Now what I like to do as well is I like to shape just in the crease there, and I like to shape that with taupe, which is in my palette, so I can do that quite easily. I've got the palette for warm colouring because I'm warm colouring, hence the green, because green is also good for warm tones. So I'm just, you can see, putting the brush right inside that socket line. You see this eye now has got more depth than that eye. You know, the reason I shied away from wearing green is there used to be a lady in the town where I grew up, and she used to use green eyeshadow from her lashes right up to her eyebrows, and very bright green, no blending, and it just looked not very nice. And I was once behind her at the counter in the chemist, and I said to the lady, after she'd gone, I said to the lady, do you ever feel like telling her not to use so much green on her eyes? And she said, well, we have suggested, but she thinks she looks lovely that way, and that's how it is. And I think that made me a little bit frightened because everybody used to sort of give her a second look or a wide berth. But these greens are not a bit like that. And especially with the addition of taupe, which sort of mutes it. I'm already feeling happy about my green eyes. Okay, so I've used those two colours in the palette, and I'm going to try with the darker green now, just to outline my lash line. Again, with a wedge brush, and sort of tap it on your brush, tap it off a little bit as well. And I may need my big mirror for this. Of just smudging it along that bottom lash line. And because I haven't put too much on my brush, it's not splattered everywhere. Right, next I want to use my mascara. I'm going to put 2 coats, and I'm using the Live Lash mascara, and this one's in brown for a change. And just sort of rub it into your lashes at the base. I wiggle it a bit. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then push it through to the ends. Brings your face alive when you put your mascara on, doesn't it? Just coats each lash. It's a lovely brush. Nice and chunky. You see? second coat, I think, makes all the difference. See, each lash is coated, and then just going to run it along the bottom eyelashes, just gently give them some colour. My eyelashes are completely colourless until I put my Lash mascara on. Green pencil again, and I'm going to just smudge it along the inner rim, bottom inner rim, this time only from the centre of my eye to almost the end, but not all the way to the end, because then it will create that hard look. So literally from there, just for about 1 centimetre. How does that look? I think you'll agree that this is a nice soft green eye look. Don't want anything harsh as you get older. What I'm going to do now is I've got concealer on my finger, and I'm just going to do this to the outside edges of my eye to give a clean line in case I've gone over there. Right, now in the centre of my eye, I think I need a little something to give it some shimmer, and I'm using the Sheer Radiance lid colour in the beigey colour, and I'm just going to put a dot on each sort of centre lid. You see? Very subtle. And then again, take that palette brush and just blend. Just for the light to catch, the sun to catch when it does come out. Okay, so I think that's my eyes completed, but I'm going to complement that with my blusher. And because I've got green on my eyes, I don't want too much colour. So I'm going to go for the Desert Rose. It's a nice subtle pink. I can't really go much lighter than this because otherwise it doesn't show up on my skin, my warm toned skin. So slightly, softly tap it out to the outside just to give you that natural out of breath look. And I'm going to blend it. It's a cream to powder formula, so it goes on nice and smooth, not going to settle in any lines. Nice glow. And lastly, oh no, what I like to do is, even though I'm not going anywhere, is I like to take my bronzer and just do a bit of contouring around my cheekbone. Just a touch, it's all it needs. Now, lipstick. I'm going to go for Russet today, and straight from the lipstick case. One of my warm tone favourites, and this cinnamon gloss for the centre. Gorgeous glossy lip shine. I just call it cinnamon because it smells like cinnamon. Just in the centre to give a little bit more illusion of fuller lips. And I think that is my makeup done. Do you think, ladies, it's not too much, is it? I think I've been quite brave to experiment with green. I've got my green polka dots on as well. And yes, I'd like to encourage us all to be a little bit braver with our eye colours, and yeah, embrace it, go for it, do something different. Today's a perfect day to experiment and do something like that. Ladies, if you've enjoyed this demo, please give me a thumbs up and a share. If you think my makeup looks okay, also give me a thumbs up. If you think I look like that lady with green from there to there, please tell me. Have a great day, ladies. Bye-bye.